Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Monday, November 24, 2025. Making the headlines tonight, ICJ opens hearings on Guatemala's bid to join Belize-Honduras Zapadilla's dispute. Transport Minister says cost of 2-week training could be lower than $300. 200 former BTL retirees pursue severance after CCJ ruling. And senior police officer Aaron Gamboa denied entry to the U.S. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
It's an massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double B-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Saturday. That's right, 2 times the B-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with B-Bucks Builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, B-Bucks. You can get it all this massive season only at Penny's. Quality and savings.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
One of the reasons I applied for a credit card at Atlantic Bank was because I travel a lot. I'm always going here and there and everywhere, and having that card made my life so much easier. I could literally charge everything. I had no issues. I don't have to worry about carrying money, and that has been one of the most effective points. Using my Atlantic Bank credit card has improved my life drastically. I learned to budget properly, the online service that it gives, the features that it has, and also knowing that when I'm shopping online, it has a protective feature for it. Having an Atlantic Bank credit card, especially having 2 sons that are always wanting something. They want to shop here and they want to shop there. The good part about it is I get to look at Atlantic online to see where my spending is and to make sure I'm staying in budget.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with Smart Supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or star 100 pound key. Use the Smart app or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet and Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
Today we officially hand over essential IT equipment to Belize's 9 municipalities under PAC's Readiness 10 program with the Green Climate Fund. This handover represents a tangible step forward in strengthening institutional capacity to build climate-resilient communities across the country. Prior to this, the GIS software licenses had already been provided under this project. GIS technology is one of the most powerful instruments available globally. It enables us to visualize, analyze, and interpret data to better understand relationships, patterns, and trends.
The Belmopan City Council has already embarked or is embarked on its implementation of GIS within the city of Belmopan. So any additional resources that we can utilize towards this project is definitely useful.
We will make sure that we make every good use of this to gather, like I said, information to ensure that we better prepare ourselves. And we continue to seek other opportunities to ensure that we prepare for what's ahead.
Climate change is the single most significant impact, threat, vulnerability, risk that our environment faces, as do we. It is the beginning, and we hope that with these equipment and with the ongoing support of programs like R10, I even shortened the name even more, we can build our capacity and our ability to be resilient against climate change.
Today is a moment to pause and acknowledge the progress we have made together in strengthening our urban communities. Your teams are now better equipped to use spatial analysis tools to support the development of climate-smart cities and towns.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The oral hearings at the International Court of Justice on whether Guatemala is allowed to join the Belize-Honduras proceedings commenced today before the court's 15-judge panel with Justice Yuji Iwasawa as president. Guatemala presented its first round of oral arguments this morning at 10 local time in The Hague, or 3 a.m. Belize time. Guatemala applied to intervene, arguing that its own sovereignty claims over the same keys are already before the court in the Belize-Guatemala case. It insisted that its participation is necessary to protect its rights and ensure the court's decision does not prejudice its claims. While Belize did not object to Guatemala's application, Honduras argued that Guatemala had not complied with the statute and the rules of the court. Guatemala's agent before the ICJ, Ambassador Her Excellency Ana Rodriguez Pineda, accused Belize of filing its case against Honduras without any notice to Guatemala just before they were due to submit their reply in the Belize-Guatemala case. She argued that this created a procedural conundrum and undermined equality between the parties.
Despite the case at hand being intrinsically related to its pending case with Guatemala, Belize unilaterally instituted proceedings against Honduras with no prior consultation or information provided to Guatemala. One can only imagine that Belize wished to avoid Honduras coming in support of Guatemala's legal position, especially since both Guatemala and Honduras share partly similar views with respect to the question of legal title over Cayo Zapotillos. Indeed, like Guatemala, Honduras considers that Spain had sovereignty over the Keys until 1821, when Central America became independent. That Great Britain recognized Spanish title on many occasions. That the British settlers' activities could not and did not displace Spanish title before 1821, nor that of the newly independent state that inherited it. And finally, that the convention between the Republic of Guatemala and Her Britannic Majesty relative to the boundary of British Honduras of 30 April 1859 did not apply to islands. Belize's actions impair equality between the parties in the Guatemala-Belize case and seek to introduce new arguments and evidence relating to that case through the back door of another case involving a third state, Honduras. At best, Belize's strategy in pursuing at this point in time a case against Honduras could only have been aimed towards prejudging its existing dispute with Guatemala, arrogating itself the procedural right of further presenting to the court its case on the disputed islands. At worst, it is an attempt by Belize to prompt the court to dispose of an important aspect of Guatemala's insular claim without Guatemala's involvement. Belize's efforts to paint a biased narrative in this matter include its submission of the notes verbals it addressed to Guatemala without showing our replies. Guatemala trusts that the court will not be led astray by Belize's procedural maneuvers. For all these reasons, for the court to give a fully informed decision in the present case, Guatemala's participation as an intervener is essential.
Rodriguez Pineda further argued that for 160 years, between 1821 and 1981, only Guatemala and the UK claimed sovereignty over the Zapadillas, and that Honduras did not assert a formal claim to the area and instead supported Guatemala's position. She explained that it was not until the heads of agreement signed on March 11, 1981, that Honduras made its first claim to the Keys.
Guatemala shared a copy of the heads of agreement with Honduras in 1981. This cooperative and friendly attitude has always been maintained by Guatemala. Unfortunately, Guatemala's transparency seems to have prompted Honduras to make its first claim to these keys a few days afterwards. It did so initially through a letter addressed by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Honduras to the British ambassador in Tegucigalpa on 17 March 1981, and 2 days later through a communique issued by the same minister. After a few months, these keys were included in the Honduran Constitution of 20 January 1982. But the timing of this first assertion of a Honduran claim to Cayo Zapotillos reveals the opportunism guiding Honduras's approach. For more than a century, Honduras stood idle watching Guatemala safeguard the territory unlawfully occupied by the United Kingdom. In fact, on many occasions, it publicly expressed its support for Guatemala's démarche.
Belize and Honduras will present their oral arguments tomorrow, starting at the same time, and on Wednesday morning, Guatemala will have its second round of oral arguments, and Belize and Honduras will follow in the afternoon. Four former presidents of the Belize Communications Workers Union have written Belize Telemedia Limited requesting severance payment for over 200 retirees on the basis of the November 5th ruling by the Caribbean Court of Justice on the cases of 10 former BTL employees. When BTL introduced its pension scheme in 1995, it stopped paying severance. However, the court found that either severance is paid separately or severance must continue to accrue on a non-contributory basis as a portion of the pension benefit. As such, the employees are entitled to pension. We spoke with former BCWU President Paul Perriott, who shared that some 60 of the 200-plus employees who left BTL in the last 6 years have been told they can claim severance.
So we have a whole group of people that have been that have left the company over the years that now started to kind of join our group, wanting to find out how can they now get the benefit. Because like I said, we've been asking for this. We have documented minutes where we tried in negotiations, because every year when we negotiate, or every 3 years, we try to get the severance as a point of discussion, where we tell them, hey, you guys know that this is not right, that you're not paying us. So we're at the point where we've got it, a little over 200 now, and we wrote BTL. We got a letter response telling us that they've received the communication and they will be responding after they went through the list or try to come up with an answer, more legalistic answer. They responded to us again now, a subsequent letter. So some people got the benefit. 60 of the people they were represented in the letter got responses saying that they will honor the payment for them after looking through and all that. But the majority of us, still 140 plus, have been told that we're out of that 6-year criteria then.
The 6-year limitation period being cited by BTL comes from tort and contract claims, not from labor law, and the legal advice obtained by the retirees is that it does not apply to them. They now intend to send another letter to BTL indicating this. Perriott says they are hopeful the company will do the right thing and they do not have to go to court, as did the other 10 employees.
I believe that then. But I believe that we have a group of people that will push it. If it even is like the group that pushed it up to the CCJ, push it legally then, if push comes to shove.
And have you already calculated how much BTL would have to pay these 200 plus employees?
No, I think we kind of told everyone to calculate it based on what the Labor Act gives us. So 1 week per year for 10 years, 10 years onwards is 2 weeks. So everybody has been doing their own calculations. If you notice what the ruling of the CCJ was for the 10 people that went, over 300,000. So we expect we expect that it would be an exorbitant amount for the amount of employees from different ranges of pay scales.
The major news that emerged this past weekend was that a senior police officer, Superintendent Aaron Gamboa, who was the head of the police department's Special Patrol Unit, discovered that his U.S. visa had been flagged when he was prevented from boarding a plane destined for the U.S. at the Philip Golson International Airport. While his wife was allowed to go on her way, Gamboa was prohibited from boarding his flight. According to reports, Gamboa believes that his U.S. visa was flagged due to the ongoing investigation into the kidnapping of Joseph Ryan Bunna, as SPU officers have been named as being possibly linked to the incident. Gamboa denies being involved with the incident and indicated he would have his attorney settle the issue. There has been backlash about the figure of $300 cited as the cost of the 2-week training that drivers seeking a motorcycle license must undergo beginning January 1, 2026. The criticism is that the fee is prohibitive for working-class Belizeans, many of whom rely on motorcycles as their most affordable means of transport. It is therefore deemed as an unfair burden being applied. Officials say the training is essential to help reduce accidents and improve road safety. During Thursday's House meeting, the Minister of Transportation, Honorable Dr. Louis Sabane, clarified that the training fee can be lower.
In terms of the motorcycle regulations, as of January 1st, 2026, everyone applying for a motorcycle license must take a mandatory 2-week training course at ITVET or any approved establishment and pay a fee of up to $300.
Those who already have a motorcycle license must comply with the requirements within 2 years. After the break, a man fatally shot in Southside Belize City. Police camera captured entire incident. Stay with us.
When Shell V power flows through your engine, confidence flows through you. Choose the fuel that 100% cleans critical engine parts and keeps your engine performing like new.
Alright, on the one fun day on, the window open and the light may turn off. It look like you listen to me, Jamie.
Not only that, I even get a new coffee mug where keep my coffee hot all day.
I'm impressed. You don't look like you're so hard, eh?
Better than that, BL can change my meter to one of their new smart meter, they call it the AMI.
Oh, I hear about it on TV from a BL ad, you know.
Yes, man, it don't reach the money better to change it right now. Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, I'm almost done here.
So that when you reach my area?
We're upgrading meters across Belize. House by house, business by business. Always look out for BL logo, uniforms, and IDs. BL will make you know when we're in the area. The EMI meter rollout is a part of BL strategy to modernize our energy services.
You don't need to come in at my house, right?
Come in at your house, boss, only if you got something good for you.
BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
Sir, your item is ready for viewing.
Is that all?
This is everything.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. and stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
This time, what can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I help you right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
A man was fatally shot early Saturday morning around 12:30 in Belize City. He was identified as 22-year-old Daniel Tillett. Initial investigations revealed that Tillett was riding home on his motorcycle on Antelope Street Extension when three men emerged and opened fire in his direction. The men then quickly fled the scene. He died shortly after. ASP Stacy Smith today revealed that a nearby police camera captured the entire incident and the footage is now being processed.
Police are investigating the murder of 22-year-old Daniel Tillett, which occurred on Saturday, 22nd November 2025 at approximately 12:30 a.m. on Antelope Street Extension, Belize City. This investigation commenced on the mentioned date and time when officers that were conducting patrols in the general vicinity heard several shots being fired. The scene of the shooting was established and the responding officers observed the apparent lifeless body of Tillett, which exhibited gunshot wounds. Initial investigations revealed that Tillett was traveling on a motorcycle on Antelope Street from the direction of Marlene Leslie Street, heading towards Hilda Foreman Street, when three male persons, each armed with a firearm, exited a yard on Antelope Street Extension and fired several shots to him, which resulted in his fatal injury. The three male persons then made good their escape onto Ruben Morales Street in that area. The scene was processed and the body of Tillett was transported to the Carl Hushner Memorial Hospital, where it now awaits a post-mortem examination. A police camera in the area was able to capture the entire incident, and the video footage is now being carefully reviewed by the investigators with a view to finding the persons responsible for this murder. Tillett is known to police having been previously charged for the 2021 murder of Deron Hernandez. No motive has been established so far. However, we do have reasons to suspect that Mr. Tillett was an active player in the activities in that area.
On Friday, we reported that employees at the Dangriga Sub-Treasury on St. Vincent Street reported to work that morning to discover that their office had been targeted by thieves yet again. An entire vault was stolen in the break-in. Today, ASP Stacy Smith told the media that just under $1,000 was stolen.
Police are investigating the burglary of Dangriga Treasury Building, which occurred sometime between the late night hours of Thursday, 20th November, and the early morning hours of Friday, 21st November 2025. The investigation commenced on Friday, November 21st, 2025 at approximately 8 o'clock a.m. when police responded to reports of a burglary at the Treasury Building in Dangriga Town. Upon arrival, they were informed by a staff member that at about 7:45 a.m., she discovered that the establishment had been burglarized and that a safe containing a small amount of cash was stolen. Scenes of crime personnel were summoned to the scene and several items of evidential value has been retrieved and are in the process of being submitted to the National Forensic and Science Services Laboratory with a view to see if it will advance the investigation. I know suggestions have been made that it was a large amount of money. I can categorically say that that is not the case. The Treasury is not in the practice of keeping large sums of money in that building. It was just under $1,000.
The roar of excessively loud motorcycles has been a long nuisance on Belize's streets, which has sparked many complaints. As part of its suite of transport reforms, the government will introduce a measure to crack down on this problem. There will now be a penalty for riders whose motorcycle exceed acceptable noise levels. Here is Transport Minister Dr. Louis Zabane.
And then also there'll be a new offense, and I know many people have been clamoring for this one, for loud modified motorcycle exhaust systems. And we are specifying that these exhaust systems should not produce noise beyond 80 decibels, and there will be equipment to test for the noise level. Otherwise, there'll be a fine of $500.
As part of the new regulations aimed at reducing traffic-related deaths, the government is introducing stiff penalties for drunk driving. The cost of tickets for traffic violations will also increase threefold in some cases. The updated law will allow transport officers and police officers to request a breath test when they suspect a motorist is driving while intoxicated. If a breathalyzer is not available, then a urine or blood sample will be requested, as is currently being done.
The legal alcohol limit, the law now clearly states the maximum legal alcohol limit for a breath test is 0.035 milligrams of alcohol in 100 milliliters of breath, or 35 micrograms of alcohol in 100 milliliters of breath, equivalent to 80 milligrams of alcohol in 100 milliliters of blood. And just related here as well will be regulations for helmets, and in this case, increases of the fines from $50 to $150, and jail time can go up to 3 months. Violation tickets will be going up for not signaling when you're driving from $50 to $150. Disobeying traffic signs and lights increase from $50 to $150. Improper overtaking increase from $100 to $300.
Refusing to take a test will carry the same penalty as drunk driving. The minister also provided details on the new regulations regarding tinting.
So for tinting, there will be a new one-year tint permit sticker that will be issued to vehicle owners whose tint meets the legal requirements. And so if you're not with that permit, there will be a fine of $500. Having tint darker than the legal requirements, $500. Persons or entities who are prohibited from obtaining a tint license includes the following categories of persons. Those convicted of serious violent or drug offenses, persons convicted of any sexual related offense, persons convicted of human trafficking, human smuggling, firearm trafficking, and drug trafficking. Rental vehicles. As we know, a lot of rental vehicles with high tint have been involved in criminal activity, and also taxis. And any person with the opinion of the chief transport officer that is not fit or proper. International visitors passing through Belize will need to get a temporary permit at a cost of $50.
The bill is to be brought back for second reading at a later House meeting. In related news, the CEO in the Ministry of Transport, Chester Williams, over the weekend met with members of various motorcycle clubs in Belize City. With the upcoming implementation of mandatory motorcycle training to improve safety on the road, the CEO embarked on sensitizing the motorcycle community on the adjustments. The riders also took the opportunity to give feedback and offer recommendations. Williams noted that he intends to meet more members of the riding community next weekend. In other news, on Saturday night, the Belize Coast Guard rescued 4 individuals after answering a call of distress. On Friday, a vessel named the Wet Spot was reported missing with 4 individuals and a dog on board. The vessel departed Placencia en route to Roatan, Honduras, but never arrived. The Honduran Navy then commenced search operations and discovered the vessel near the Gladden Split and notified the Belize Coast Guard, who deployed 2 search and rescue units. The Belize Coast Guard reported that all were found safe on board. but observed that the vessel was grounded on the reef. The individuals who were rescued have been identified as Captain Richard Hagen, Timon Van Waveren, Caprice Van Waveren, and Nadia Torres Martinez. After the break, a man detained after allegedly stabbing common-law wife in Belize City. Stay tuned.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with Smart Supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or *100 pound key, use the Smart app, or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together.
One of the reasons I applied for a credit card at Atlantic Bank was because I travel a lot. I'm always going here and there and everywhere, and having that card made my life so much easier. I could literally charge everything. I had no issues. I don't have to worry about carrying money, and that has been one of the most effective points. Using my Atlantic Bank credit card has improved my life drastically. I learned to budget properly, the online service that it gives, the features that it has, and also knowing that when I'm shopping online, it has a protective feature for it. Having an Atlantic Bank credit card, especially having two sons that are always wanting something. They want to shop here and they want to shop there. The good part about it is I get to look at Atlantic online to see where my spending is and to make sure I'm staying in budget.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
This year's celebration takes place under the theme Invest, Innovate, Sustain, Leading the Change in Renewable Energy Frontiers. This theme is both timely and visionary. It reminds us that the key to Belize's energy future lies in our ability to invest in transformative technologies, innovating through collaboration, and sustain our progress to shared responsibility.
When we create spaces, internships, research labs, and innovation challenges where young Belizeans can turn their ideas into renewable solutions made for Belize, where opportunity is rewarded with support for exploration, we all win.
Across the region, CARICOM member states are collaborating to invest, innovate, and sustain to build systems that are resilient to climate change impacts, responsive to community needs, and responsible to our planet. Our ministry proudly works hand in hand with CARICOM and our regional partners to ensure that Belize continues to lead by example. Because when the Caribbean stands together on clean energy, we send a message to the world. Small nations can lead in big ways.
Let us invest boldly in our renewable energy. Let us invest together from the classroom to the boardroom. And let us sustain this progress with unity and purpose so that what we build today, tomorrow, becomes the foundation of a stronger, cleaner future.
It's an massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double B-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Saturday. That's right, 2 times the B-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with B-Bucks Builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, B-Bucks. You can get it all this X-Massive season, only at Penny's. Quality and savings.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
Technology in education is not simply about modern tools. It is about expanding human potential. When we introduce digital learning into our schools, we are helping our students develop critical thinking skills and skills in communication. We're increasing your creativity and problem-solving skills as well. And these are the building blocks of human development, and it helps in preparing young people to contribute meaningfully to their communities and to the wider world.
We have our first ever smart classroom. We extend our gratitude and appreciation for making our dreams become reality.
This smart classroom is going to be helping you guys to be able to put your thoughts together, to further develop greater ideas for the development of this country, for the development of yourselves as well. We are now investing with you guys. This investment, it is being done today, but the results, the fruits of it is not for today. So it is who apply themselves, who work hard, will be the future leaders and the future success stories of this country.
Police responded to a domestic dispute on Gibnut Street in Belize City around 5 this morning. Upon arriving, they discovered a woman in a semi-conscious state that with several stab wounds to her body, purportedly caused by her common-law husband. While ASP Stacy Smith did not identify the individuals, reports are that the common-law husband is a Belize Coast Guard officer, while the woman is a police officer. ASP Smith revealed that the man has since been detained.
On Monday, 24th November 2025 at approximately 5 o'clock a.m., police was alerted via the control room of an ongoing domestic dispute at a residence on Gibnut Street, Belize City. The officers proceeded to that location, and upon their arrival, they were advised by a male occupant of that property that his common-law wife was in the room. Police officers were led to that room where they observed a female with several apparent stab wounds to her body and in a semi-conscious state. She was immediately transported to the Carl Hushna Memorial Hospital, where she remains now in a stable condition. Yes, a male person has been detained in relation to this incident.
As reported during Friday's newscast, former UDP Senator and Toledo High School principal Makario Koy has been charged with a sexual assault. A police investigation started on November 7th after a Belizean teacher reported that on November 4th, Koy sexually assaulted her. He turned himself in and was arraigned and granted bail of $3,000. Today, ASP Stacy Smith shared more details on the investigation.
On Friday, 21st November 2025, police in Punta Gorda formally arrested and charged Makaro Koy, a Belizean principal of Punta Gorda, for the offense of sexual assault. The arrest of Mr. Coy follows an investigation which commenced on 7th November 2025 when a female reported that whilst Mr. Coy was at her residence, he touched her inappropriately.
Police have charged 24-year-old Drea Bennett of Punta Gorda with 2 counts of attempted murder. The charge stems from an incident which occurred on November 17. According to reports, Bennett is accused of entering an establishment and opening fire in the direction of 25-year-old Kelly Stevens and 41-year-old Ashton Martin, who were socializing. ASP Stacy Smith explained why Bennett was initially detained and released. She also said police believe the motive to be drug-related.
Crimes Investigation Branch personnel of Punta Gorda Police Formation have formally arrested and charged 24-year-old Drea Bennett of Magoon Street in Punta Gorda Town for 2 counts of attempted murder in relation to the shooting of Ashton Martin and Kelly Stevens, which occurred on 17 November 2025. Investigators have so far established that approximately 11:30 p.m. on the aforementioned date, 25-year-old Kelly Stevens and 41-year-old Martin were at an establishment on George Price Street in Punta Gorda Town when a male person entered that establishment and fired several shots at them, which resulted in their injury. During the investigation, police reviewed several surveillance video footages, which have proved to be of evidential value. Bennett, who had been identified as a person of interest in this matter, was initially detained shortly after the incident, and at that time of his detention, he gave police a false name. He was charged for mischievous act and was subsequently released, as at that time sufficient information was not there to levy a charge against him. As the investigators continued their investigation, they were able to amass the necessary evidence that would require the charges to be levied, and a wanted person poster was subsequently made and an information message was distributed as efforts to locate Bennett within Punta Gorda Town proved fruitless. The officers in the Western region were able to apprehend Mr. Bennett in Kamalote village, and he was subsequently handed over to the investigators in Punta Gorda Town, where he was charged for attempted murder.
A Belize City man who pleaded guilty to abandoning his 2-year-old son has been placed on probation instead of being sentenced to serve the mandatory prison time required by law. The case stems from an incident in July 2023 when Michael Kowa began drinking at his home and later left to continue drinking at a nearby store. His common-law wife followed him and a heated argument broke out. During the confrontation, Kowa reportedly ran her out of the house but prevented her from taking the child. Hours later, at around 4 a.m., the child was found wandering alone on the street. Kowa was charged with child cruelty, an offense that carries a minimum mandatory sentence of 15 years. However, Justice Nigel Pilgrim opted to depart from the mandatory minimum and instead imposed a 3-year probation order. Under the conditions, Kowa will be supervised by a community rehabilitation officer. He must report to the social services office, abstain from alcohol, and attend counseling sessions. Justice Pilgrim warned that any breach of the order of the commission of another offense will result in Kowa serving the full 15-year prison term required by law. Kowa was represented by attorney Lyndon Jones. In other news, the Belize Olympic and Commonwealth Games Association announced that it has awarded the Belize Basketball Federation with a grant of $200,000 to help support the development of a men's 3x3 national team, with the hopes of possibly fielding a national team for the 2028 Los Angeles Summer Olympic Games. The BOCGA said that the investment will help strengthen training, development, and open opportunities for competition for the team as it looks to advance in rankings on the international stage. On Saturday night in Belize City, the Belize Tourism Board, BTB, held its annual National Tourism Awards Gala, where individuals and organizations who shined in the industry for the past year were honored. Of the event, the BTB stated, quote, "This celebration recognizes the heart of our industry, the frontline heroes, cultural ambassadors, hospitality leaders, storytellers, and change makers who shape unforgettable experiences for every traveler who sets foot in our jewel," end quote. For individual awards, Elvin Torres was named Tour Guide of the Year, while Erica Mendez was named Frontline Person of the Year. Copal Tree Lodge won the awards for Hotel of the Year and Green Champion of the Year. Barefoot Services was named Tour Operator of the Year. Slate and Sap was named Restaurant of the Year. Caribbean Beach Cabañas was named Small Accommodation of the Year, while Naya Spa was named Health and Wellness Provider of the Year. Elihuapante National Park was named Site of the Year, with Palmetto Grove Eco-Cultural and Fishing Institute being named Cultural Experience of the Year. Finally, Stanley Longsworth Sr. was awarded the Minister's Award, and Francis Ford Coppola was awarded the Life Achievement Award. And the Belize Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation on Friday night held their annual Mr. Belize Bodybuilding Championships. At the end of the competition, Randy Hyde was named Mr. Belize 2025. Godfrey Alford captured second place, while Yvonne Morales captured third place. Hyde also won first place in the Master Bodybuilding category, with Kevin Alvarez capturing second place. In the men's physique category, Kareem Middleton captured first place, while Marcus Garcia and Erin Walford captured second and third, respectively. Finally, in the junior bodybuilding category, which is under 24, Edwin Cruz emerged as the winner. And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on the station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.